Do you have a hard time making friends, maintaining relationships, and it overwhelms you like it's a lot to keep up with? It's not like you don't want to have friends. You want to have a bunch of friends. You want to attend all the social occasions. But when the time comes, you make excuses and you bail out. You're never the one who's making the plans. You're always the plus one. And somewhere down the line, all your relationships are getting weaker and weaker, and you're probably losing opportunities because of that. You also have less options when it comes to celebrating the good things in life and in the hard times too. What if I told you that there are 3 simple ways you can fix this? There really is a solution to having a perfect combination of shy and social. And before I get into the details, you can subscribe to this channel. My name is Rai. I'm a former media presenter and director. And out here, I break down all those components that help us curate our own personal brand. And being able to maintain relationships is a huge part of that. So let's get started. Now, there are 3 very easy and simple things you can do in order to maintain healthy, balanced relationships that work for you as well as them. The 3 things you need to do are provide clarity, provide counter, and provide confidence. Now, individually, you know the meanings of all these words, but I, of course, need to explain how to apply them in the relationships that you have or are going to have. So, number 1. One of the fundamental ways you can maintain and build healthy relationships is by providing clarity. When relationships are not clear, that is where the dissatisfactions and the cracks grow from. So find out what kind of a person you are, be honest about yourself, and make it clear to the people around you. Let me give you an example. When I moved to USA, we lived in an apartment complex which had a lot of Indian neighbors. And all these Indians would get together almost once a week or sometimes many times a week, have kiddie parties, have play dates, go for walks together. Now, once I landed in the scene, they started inviting me. So gracious, so nice of them. But I, on the other hand, what can I say? I just love to spend time with myself. They would call me so many times and I wouldn't call them unless there was something coming up. So one time, one of the neighbors called me and said, "What do you do all day? You don't have a job right now. Why don't you come out with us? And why don't you ever call?" And that's the day I decided to be honest with her instead of making any excuses. I said, "Look, you are a lovely bunch of people and I really like you guys. But as for me, I am an introvert. I love spending time alone by myself. A lot of interactions overwhelm me, but time to time, I would really love to catch up with you all. So when you're making plans, I will definitely show up. I would like to contribute and participate." And thankfully, she instantly got it. From that time on, she would call me from time to time, but she would never expect me to call her back. In fact, when we moved away to another city and she was visiting that city, she called me and she said, "Can we catch up?" I said, "Absolutely." And we caught up, had a great day. And this was possible because I took away the doubts, the ambiguity, and made it clear what I was about. So if you're within a bunch of friends who meet up quite often and you can't make it all the time, just make it clear why you can't make it all the time. Are you really busy? Are you an introvert? Do you not have enough money to go out all the time? Whatever the reason is, be clear. Another way you can be shy and still be social is by providing a counter. For example, my husband plays pool. Now, he's a very quiet person. These pool parties and gatherings are always organized by somebody else. So one time, this whole group was driving down from one city to another for a pool match. And because my husband does not plan all of these things, he decides to be the designated driver. He said, "I'm going to bring my car and I'm going to drive you all back and forth." So if you can't provide an initiative, you can always provide a service to counter it. Going back to my block party example, because my neighbors would plan all these parties and I would never be the one to plan, I would always tell them, "You can have the party at my place." They were very happy that I would do my part, setting up the place and cleaning up afterwards. So if you are not the person opening the deal, you can always be the person closing the deal or moving the deal along. And last but not the least, this is one of the key things you need to do to maintain healthy, balanced relationship where you get to be shy as well as social and maintain just the right amount of balance in your life. And that is by providing confidence. And that confidence comes from a certain amount of bare minimum you're willing to do to maintain a relationship. There is an Indian saying, "Birth, marriage, and death, These are God-given circumstances. It loosely means that these are the three most important moments of your life. So if there's a colleague at work you do not particularly get along with, you still need to make exceptions for the important moments of their life. If they get a promotion, congratulate them. If somebody in their family passes away, send a note of condolence. Make those non-negotiable. These days, social media makes it very easy to do this bare minimum just by liking a post, wishing somebody on their birthday, and then there are these WhatsApp groups, family WhatsApp groups that always keep us updated to whatever is going on. Yes, I know all these good morning messages can be so overwhelming. The forwards can take up all the space. But then there has to be a bare minimum. In my family WhatsApp groups, I see so many people putting so much effort. When there's somebody's birthday, they will do a whole slideshow of photographs. They would write a whole big post. And all I do is write happy birthday. And there are like 3 emojis after that every single time. That's my bare minimum, but I'm not doing lower than that. I ensure I do not skip. So people have this confidence in me that even though I'm not going to do a lot, I am definitely going to do this much. So you need to decide what your bare minimum is and always stick to it. People should be able to trust you on that metric. I'm going to give you a few more examples of this bare minimum. I have a cousin who I probably meet like once in 5 years. We barely ever talk, but now she's in Dubai and there is a war going on in the Middle East. So these are again one of those flashing red moments where I need to reach out. So she sent me a text back that they were worried, but things were good otherwise. And that's it, touch and go. But if I did not do that, there would be a crack in the relationship. But now I'm going to tell you a very funny example of a bare minimum in one of the friendships my brother has. Now, my brother has a friend who I think he was in a band with at one point of time, and they used to do the song Wake Me Up Before September Ends. And now it's been a while, they have met up, they barely keep in touch anymore. But every 30th September, when September ends, they text each other, hey, September has ended, wake up. Now that's it, that's the running gag they have for years and years now. Their entire friendship is hinged on this one text they send once a year. So I hope this video was not only a learning experience, but truly enjoyable for you. Please like and subscribe. This is a new channel. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Remember, a subscriber is not a subscriber to me. It's a celebration to me. So go ahead, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.